Yeah. Tanishka, you can go ahead, please.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So there are a few members. It's okay. We can continue. So first, one by one, every one of you, you can share. You can update us about your weekly classes. So first, Vaiga, Maria, and then Pranava. Abhishek, are you in Ant's team?
Yeah, sister.
Okay. Okay. So first Maria, and then Vaiga, and then Pranava.
Yeah. Uh, so the last week, I guess the class of our the class in our team went well. At first, we did have a little bit of a problem because Kenneth couldn't join on time. He was outside and couldn't make it in time, so we had to delay by 15 minutes. But still, we used the time efficiently by interacting with each other. So we got a nice session where we all the team members, both level and level 1 and 2, could interact with each other. Yeah, that happened, and then we continued our regular classes. Level 1 finished the last topic of the level 1 syllabus, and for level 2 we had a small quiz session. It was conducted by Jocelyn. She asked some questions, and the members uh, tried to find the answers for it, and they shared their screens and solved it. They did have some confusions here and there, but Jocelyn helped them through it. Yeah, I guess that is what happened. Tanishka, I guess that's the update about our team.
Sorry, I left the meeting. Can you repeat the last thing?
Yeah, from level 2.
Yeah.
Right. In level 2, we had a small quiz session where Jocelyn was conducting it, and she asked some questions to the level 2 members, and they tried to solve the answers by themselves. And also, some members shared their screen and they solved it together. And wherever they faced some difficulties, they asked the help, and Jocelyn helped them out. And I guess they could use it well and are more clear about the concepts. Yeah, so that's the update.
Yeah. Did you guys complete teaching in level 1 and 2?
Level 2, not yet. We have to start lists now. But for level 1, we have finished it this previous week. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. But but it was more than 6 or 7 classes, right? But still you couldn't complete.
Level 2, like many weeks, only like nobody even attended. Only level 3 members were there. So then we thought of repeating a few classes because loops are very important, and if they do not understand, then there is well less efficiency in moving forward with the topics. So we repeated that, and we also had some interactive sessions, I guess, once. So yeah, that is why we are a bit back. And again, even yesterday we had a quiz session, which is not technically a new class. So
Okay. Then what about your plan for the next week?
next week, level 2 will continue with their level 2 usual classes, and level 1, they'll have a quiz. Now that their syllabus is completed, they can have a recap session in the format of quiz, I think. Since there are more members in level 1, I think a quiz would be interesting for everyone compared to level 2.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be fine if you can take an extra class because we had a holiday due to Diwali, right? So we can try. So we'll discuss it by then. And yeah, next.
Yeah, so shall I say?
Yeah.
So in Team Vaiga, here in level 2, Charvi and only Charvi was present and Sindhu ma'am. So I took the class for level 2 last class. And for level 1, Jashwin took the class and most of them were present, but even still few were absent. So I have shared the attendance list in the group once. And then in level 1 he gave the revision. The topics are done, he just gave revision for level 1 students, and for level 2 I took the class. So still the topics are not done, because as in other teams even we had to repeat some topics, especially just because there are only two members in a team. So when two are also absent, there was no choice, like we had to repeat the same thing for the next class as well. So that is why the topics got extended. I mean, we need to take 2 to 3 classes for the same topic. That is why the topics are not finished in level 2. And today evening by 6:30, our team will be having a meeting with the instructors and facilitators about especially about recommending the students for the workshop, and also about the test, for giving test for level 1 members. And the progress is like uh, I told in the last week, the assignments and the attendance, I think it's bit improving, and then also the activeness. And in level 2 I think Charvi is being bit active, whereas Tanisha is being absent. So the previous class we gave them a warning, right? So some members will be removed, I think. About that also we'll be discussing in our today's team meeting. And in level 2 she presented her screen and did the code in the last week. And also in the level 1 the same progress is going. The Jashwin is doing it properly. And then the attendance was also taken by Kundan, and now the assignment needed to be checked. And then the plan is, like I told, the test. So we have to give the test. That is what we have to plan, which will be done in today's team meeting. Hope that is clear.
How many classes did you miss because nobody joined?
uh, 2 classes, I guess. 2 classes, and then another one class we had to repeat because of the level. We were not knowing their proper team level. That is why many members repeated the level 2 itself joined level 2 classes, and the level 1 members also joined level 2 classes. There were too much misunderstanding. So again we had to take the class, and because of the absence of students, for that reason also we had to repeat the class.
Okay.
Now we
And how many classes are yet to be completed?
are in the fifth topic. I mean the fourth topic. 3 more topics are yet to be completed in level 2. In level 1 it is done.
Okay. Yeah. Then what about your next week's plan? So you are just going to teach level 2 students, and then what about level 1?
For level 2, I think we have to complete the syllabus. So that is going in a proper way. Also, she is demonstrating in the class, and we are able to use the entire time, 1 hour. I think it's sufficient for us to teach and also demonstrate. Everything is done in that 1 hour properly. And for level 1, the plan is, I told, now Jashwin is giving revision, right? So whatever codes are there, and also the complex ones, and the members are also asking doubts, and the revision is going on in the class. Meanwhile I am completing the syllabus for level 2. So in today's 6:30 we'll be having a meeting with co-instructors and facilitators about the progress for the next week. I mean plan for the next week for both the level. Mainly, we'll be discussing about, as I told, the test for level 1, because as the syllabus is completed, there should be a small test taken in the class itself. While I'm taking the class for level 2, they can take the test for level 1 during the class hours, I guess. We'll be planning about it. And then also the workshop, the members, the recommend. So we have to check those who are inactive and all those things we have to discuss in class. That is what we are planning the next week.
Who are those two members in level 2 in your team?
It is Charvi and Tanisha and Sindhu ma'am. We three are there in they three are there in level 2. The students are Charvi and Tanisha.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
No. You just asked the members in level 2, right?
Yeah.
It's Charvi and Tanisha are the student members.
Okay. Are they active now or?
In that, Charvi is active, whereas Tanisha, she didn't submit even a single assignment.
But
And
she attends the class?
only 2 classes. So there are a lot of messages in my chat. She was asking a lot of excuses for not attending the class.
Mm. We discussed about this before, and you also told that you can just put her back to level 1. Did you do that? Like she can just learn with level 1 students because she didn't attend any class, then she don't know anything about level 2.
Yeah, should that be done, or I thought that they'll be removed from WeJump. I'm not sure about it because she already learned level 1 and then she came to level 2. So again, now she's not doing level 2 properly. I think she repeated level 1 and then she jumped to level 2, and now she's doing the same thing here. So like the warning which we gave the last week, right, that some members will be removed. In that, even her name is included.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So is she attending the class after that notice?
No, even I contacted her personally also. Before the class, I just texted her and asked if she's joining. I think she didn't even see the message.
Hmm. Do you know the reason why she's not active?
Not sure about the reason.
You didn't contact her?
Yeah, I'll be calling her, or else I think I have to meet her from school because she's not picking the calls nor replying, though she saw the message. I don't know the proper reason.
Hmm. Okay. So if she's not attending, then it's not correct to wait for 3 more weeks just for her. You can just teach her like individually if she want, or
Mm.
else you can just focus on level 1 students.
Hmm.
You can have a test, or you can give them project, or you can take interview like for 1 more week, but or you can take extra class, but you don't need to wait for her.
Yeah, I think yeah, even I'm doing the same thing. Even in last class, only Charvi was there, one student. So
Hmm.
that was also fine for me. I think she can do better. Only one student was there, but still I took the class because Tanisha was having a long absence and 0 assignments. So
Yeah. What about your next week plan? Is it just to have a test?
currently now we are having idea of keeping a test If there is any more ideas, I'll be letting you know.
Okay. Then next.
Yeah, in our team, we had given a project for consolidation of learning in the previous week, not this week, previous week. Next week for level one students, submitted their ideas, their projects, and they explained in the class what is their project, and which was taken by Anselina. And in level two, Bharat is the only member who attended, and I took the interview of him. Yeah, that was the thing which was done in last week. Yeah, two members were absent in level two, and half of the members were absent in level one. Yeah,
Okay. Then what about Yuga and Nehant?
yeah. Yuga said that he's having inter-school match, and even Nehant is also participating in the same.
Okay. What about Nehant?
Yeah, he's also participating in the same.
Okay. Then what about level 1 students?
Level one students, yeah, they submitted, and they,
Yeah. Like while segregating the students, like you and Selena and me discussed like to keep some members waiting. Like we can decide whether they have to repeat or they have to be removed once they submit their project. So is that like are we going to remove them or should they repeat?
the last class we discussed that we are keeping some members on hold so that we can tell them to repeat or remove. Yeah, after seeing their projects, we need to discuss and then we need to think should we remove or keep.
Then yeah, is that it, Pranava?
Can you repeat?
Yeah. Can you hear my voice properly?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Is that it? Finished?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Then is there anyone from Anne's team?
Yeah, sister, I'm there.
Okay. And then Abhishek, Kenneth, and Ashrit, you guys can share what happened last week.
Yes. Sister, for level 2, I, Ashrit Brother, and Olivia conducted the class. Most of them joined, and the class was very interesting with the topic Boolean algebra and logical apparatus, and the gates were very interesting, and the question was also very interesting. The most of them were the most active person was Likit, and their attendance was full today too, and they were very active. And we took extra 5 minutes, and the class go on with pretty well, and that's it.
Okay. Did you guys complete learning all the topics?
No, sister, still one a topic is there, which is tuple sunsets, which is for
Level 2?
yeah, sister, level 2.
Yeah. Then what about level 1?
Level 1, we conduct, like I'm sister connected the class of like correcting the codes by using the integer form. So they took more time, and as we joined to the other breakout room, which is level ones, we saw that most of them were also very active, and they were answering pretty well, and the attendance was proper too.
I mean, did you guys complete teaching in level 1?
Level 1 is over. We had a revision class too,
Mm.
and we had a dubbing class.
And in the last week, we had like code correction class, like something. That was the topic for last week. Yes. Then next week, what are you going to do? For the next week for level 2, we are going to continue the last class, which contains the topic tuples and sets. And for level 1, maybe we are going to do a quiz. Okay. Yeah. Next is Kenneth.
Yes.
Kenneth, you can. Okay, you joined late. You can share what happened this week.
Okay, so this week we had a level 1 class, and it was the last topic, that was comments and code readability. So the class went well, and to say most of them were uh, like they were consistent as usual. Like the 5 to 6 members who were attending regularly, they were also there, and 2 or 3 members are very active, and they are also answering all the questions and doing pretty well. And also, according with the assignments, only few of them are submitting, like 2 or 3, and some of them are submitting. Still, they did not understand how to submit. But the rest of them, they did not submit, and I don't know why. So that's all.
Okay. So, Kenneth, you're in Maria's team.
Yes.
Okay. So, are the students submitting their assignments to you?
Yeah, like few of them submit them personally to me in WhatsApp, and one of them said that they are submitting to Maria. But other than that, other members are not submitting. Only like 3 or 4 members are constantly submitting.
Okay. And then, how many members are there in level 2?
I don't know about level 2.
Okay. Yeah. Maria, how many members are there in level 2?
Yeah, so there are 2 members in level 2.
Both are active.
Yeah, I mean, well, one person actually started attending the classes last week. They said that they had some trouble in joining before, but after that, are active, and the other person is also active. I guess fairly active, but there are a little bit of attendance dip here and there, but uh, they are active overall.
Okay. So, yeah. Ashurit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you have anything else to say apart from what Abhishek said?
Nothing much. Whatever I said about our future plans and our previous plans were exactly right. Other than that, we are actually planning to have a group project, like separate for level 1 and 2 to assess their learning. That was one thing I wanted to add.
Okay. So now the teaching is completed. So you guys are planning to have that next week.
For the next class, level 2, we have one more topic, and for level 1, If I'm not wrong, we're going to have like quiz or this revision class, and nothing much.
Okay. So you guys are not, I have not completed teaching all the topics till now. Okay, so some of
Oh,
you have completed in level one, but not in level two, right?
yes.
So yeah. So this is for everyone. So I was just thinking we can start our new course from next week onwards. But still, it seems like you guys have one more class to complete and then have tests, quiz, all those stuff. But is it fine if you guys can have an extra class before Friday? Yeah, everyone, you can just comment on this.
Um, I think so. I just like put a word to Anne about this and then message you.
Okay, then what about, okay, every one of you can tell us your opinion about this, not just team leaders.
I'll discuss with our instructors and fix a date when we have to do.
Yeah, but you're fine with the extra class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then what about Maria's team?
Tanishka, is it for completing the syllabus?
Yeah, you guys can take an extra class and then you can do whatever you plan to. Like you can have interviews or tests, or you can just complete teaching level 2 students. Yeah. Yeah. Then what about Kenneth?
For me, an extra class is okay, but I can't say for sure because uh, if it's not planned exactly, like, I might have some tuitions or something like that. But I'll see.
Okay. So I think it would be useful if you guys have extra class because some of you have already completed teaching like level 2 or level 1, and then you just have to wait, and then your team members will not be doing anything, right, during that time. So you can have another class. So any instructor from your team can guide everyone that day because it's just to ask them questions or conduct the tests. Yeah. So I request all of you to discuss it with your team members and then let every one of us know by today evening because we can plan what to do next if you guys have an extra class so that we can prepare for the new course. Yeah. And I think you even need some time to segregate the students, right? Yeah. So that's for the level 1 and level 2. So as we discussed in the last class, you guys shared about your future plans, right? But it was kind of similar, like every one of you had the same thing, like you just wanted to continue the same. So we just thought of doing something different. Yeah. So we thought of having a project-based learning. Like I explained about this even in the last class, and I wanted to have a meeting with the team leaders, but
Excuse
you
me,
guys-
Tanishka.
Yeah.
Actually, Maria just left the meeting and she mentioned that she wanted to join. So can you let her in?
Oh yeah, yes. So what we thought of doing is a project-based learning. I wanted to discuss it with the team leaders, but they were busy, so I'll just explain it to every one of you now. So project-based learning is, you guys must be familiar because we already thought of doing it like in this course, but we couldn't. As Harsha sir was busy, and then the first 2-3 classes did not went that well. Yeah. So here in project-based learnings, all the 4 teams will be divided into further 4 more teams. So just like now my team has 4 sub teams, in the same way other 3 teams will also have 4 sub teams. There are 4 instructors, right? So each one of you can take care of your own team. After dividing into 4 sub teams, we'll have our usual classes just like we are having now, but you have to submit 2 projects by the end of the course. So each team will have 2 projects by the end of the course, which means though all the students learn together each week, but the sub teams are just for the instructors to take care of their team members and concentrate on them, because it's difficult for 4 of you to take care of 10 or 15, but okay, yeah, 10 or 15, but it's easy for one member to take care of 4 or 5. And you can even make friends and you can get to know about your team members very well. Yeah, so that's why you can divide your team members into 4 teams, 4 sub teams, and then you all can have usual classes, but not the assignments. So assignments is because you guys have to, like, because the students have to practice, but instead of assignments, the students can discuss about the project. So here they learn all the necessary things in the class during the course. By the end of the course, they make a project. So it's not like they start making one after they learn completely. They actually plan, and then after learning each week, they can improve their project. So the leaders can just teach your members and then clarify their doubts and then guide them and can give suggestion, but you don't need to involve in the project because we all are the instructors for level 1 and level 2, but in level 3 class we are the students, right? In the same way, even they can learn, and then when they have a discussion, each of them can contribute. They can be free, they can suggest anything. So they'll take responsibility and then they'll learn from their mistakes. But you can just guide them, but not to involve much in the discussion when they discuss about the project. So each week, instead of just submitting the assignment, what they do is they discuss together, and then if someone in their team has some doubts, then they teach each other and then they add the topic into the project. So if they wish to add something else which is not in the contents, then they can learn it from their seniors and then teach everyone and make sure that they know about it, and then they can add it into their project. And then here, the leaders, you can help them, but you are not supposed to involve in their discussion, because though you are divided into 4 teams, it is just to guide them and concentrate on them, just to look after them whether they are learning properly or if they have some doubts. But you don't need to like help them much, because when they have much responsibility and when they don't know about all the things that's happening, they voluntarily ask you about the topics and they ask you many doubts so that you can clarify and they can learn more. So that's about project based learning. So 4 teams and 4 sub teams, and then 2 projects, which means project from level 1 and then level 2, and then so 2 projects from each team. Yeah, this is the things that I have to share. So do you guys have any doubts? Yeah, Pranava, did I miss anything?
You didn't miss anything.
Okay, so I'll repeat it again. Just 4 teams, 4 sub teams, and then you have to submit 2 projects from each team by the end of the course. No assignments. Yeah. And the students can have discussion session on their own to discuss about the project. Because so we planned it because now it's like we have 4 independent teams. You guys have a lot of work to do. Like you have to take care of your members, and then there's nobody to prepare the PPT or any study materials for you. You have to do it on your own, right? So you have a lot of work. So you try to take care of your team very well, right? In the same way, you can train your team members also to become good leaders in that way. Yeah. Did you guys understand what I said? Or do you have any doubts? Okay. Ashrik, no doubts. Then Pranava discussed it before. Then Abhishek, no doubts. What about others? If you did not understand, you can ask me again. Yeah. What about
No doubts regarding the project-based assignments.
yeah? What about Kenneth, Amaresh, Akshay?
No doubts. No,
Okay.
no doubts, sister.
Okay. So this is about project-based learning, but I don't think that it absolutely works like I just said. There'll be some issues. There may be some issues at the beginning of the course because it's new for the students to just discuss on their own, and everyone may not support at the beginning, but they'll get used to it. For that, you guys have to support them with most of the things at the beginning. So you can be in their discussion sessions, and then you can guide them how to make a project, and yeah, and about everything at the beginning so that they can be independent later on for the next few classes. So it actually doesn't work like exactly like I said, but you have to train them very well. Only then it works just like I said. So, do you guys have any suggestions to add or any issues with what I suggested?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Not regarding the project-based assignment, but the questions during classes. One way to do it is when last class, what I observed was many people were using ChatGPT to give their answers. What we could do is enable a feature in Zoom called multiple participants sharing their screen. So, like, if we enable that or the host enable that, the answerer and the one asking the question can both share the screen at the same time, and the answers want to be by ChatGPT. I like wanted to share this from a long time, so yeah, that is it.
Sorry, I did not get it completely. Can anyone who understood explain it?
Yeah, he's telling about when a question was asked, they go for ChatGPT and then they copy and they answer. Yeah, so he's recommending that if the people who answer can share their screen, then the answer we can see their screen and we can get to know that they're not copying from ChatGPT or any of websites.
Yeah, sure. That can be done, but
But people may have excuse like internet.
yeah.
Yeah, they're using phone. Yeah, there's no charge. If I on their video, even if you do that, there will be many excuses.
So that's up to the team leaders how they actually train your team members with Python knowledge and honesty. So you guys are not just instructors during the class. When you have your own sub teams, you try to concentrate on mm, everyone in your own team because there are just 4 or 5. So you try to contact everyone, and then by the end of the course, you'll be knowing how each one is. So you can take care about it. So these are things that you can actually cannot ignore or you cannot just avoid, but you have to just make students really understand and like to work and learn. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, you guys don't have anything to say, so we can wind up. But before that, I request all of you to discuss with your team members about this extra class because I think the other 3 teams, you just need one more class, right, to finish everything. So you can just take an extra class before Friday, by Wednesday or Thursday. Only then you can prepare for the Friday's class. So by today evening, you can put a message in the group regarding what you have discussed. Yeah. And Anselin is not here. You can tell her as well. Ashrit or Abhishek. Yeah. So please discuss it and then also write your comments about this project-based learning. If you get any ideas or any extra things to add. If you can't think now, you can just put it in the message. But don't forget, you can write the message in the group about what you discussed with your team members, about the extra class, and then about project-based learning. Yeah. So at 4:30 again, some of you have level 3 class. You can join again. So for now, we are going to end here. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sister.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.